Water. The Earth is considered as a unique planet. Have you ever thought as to what is that one element that contributes to its uniqueness? It is water. Ever wondered where this water comes from and where it goes? Let's read about the journey of water in the water cycle. The water cycle. Water continually changes its form. The heat of the sun evaporates water and changes it into water vapor. The water vapor, being warm, rises high and gradually cools down and condenses to form clouds. This causes rain, snowfall, and hailstorm. The water returns to the earth, falling on land or sea, etc. Water that falls on land collects in rivers which carry it back to the oceans. This continuous movement of water is called the water cycle or the hydrological cycle. The availability of water and its volume varies from place to place and from season to season. However, there are certain human activities such as the cutting down of trees, polluting water bodies, and wasting water that have affected the water cycle adversely. Man must make efforts to conserve this precious resource. Conservation of water. Water is a renewable, recyclable resource, yet it is becoming scarce. We must take strong resolve to conserve water. Ways to conserve water. Number 1. Ensure all taps and appliances are in order. Number 2. Avoid flushing trash in the toilets. Number 3. Use a bucket for watering plants. Number 4. Use water in which fruits and vegetables have been washed to water potted plants. Number 5. Any water left in the bottles should be poured over a plant rather than throwing it down the drain. Number 6. Use washing machines only with a full load. Reuse the water used for rinsing clothes. Number 7. Make rainwater harvesting compulsory. Distribution of water bodies. Our Earth is also called the watery planet. It is because 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, while only 29% is the land area. The water is found in oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, etc. The domain of water is called the hydrosphere. Though about two-thirds of the earth is covered with water, yet the water fit for human consumption is only 3%. 97% of the water on the earth is saline water. It is found in oceans and seas and is not suitable for human consumption. Out of the 3% of fresh water, 2% is in the form of ice caps and glaciers, and only 1% is available in the form of surface water. This is found in rivers, lakes, and as groundwater, or in the gaseous form as water vapor in the atmosphere. Fresh water is the most valuable natural resource. It must be used judiciously without being wasted and polluted. Movement of ocean water. Oceans are very large water bodies surrounding the continents. There are four main oceans on the surface of the earth. These are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. These oceans have a moderating effect on the climate of coastal areas of the continents. The ocean water is never still. Its movement can be categorized as waves, tides, and currents. These movements are caused due to difference in temperature, salinity, and prevailing winds. Waves. When surface water of the oceans rises and falls alternately, they are called waves. These are caused by the action of a wind which pushes the water in an up and down movement. The waves travel in the direction of the wind. The shape and height of the wave depends on the speed of the wind. A light breeze produces gentle waves, while a strong wind causes huge waves which cause tremendous destruction. Giant waves like the tsunami are caused by earthquakes or volcanic eruptions on the ocean floor. These waves travel at a great speed and cause widespread damage all along the coastal regions where they strike. The Asian tsunami, which struck the Indian Ocean on 26th December 2004, was caused due to an underwater earthquake. It was one of the deadliest disasters recorded in modern times and caused large scale destruction. Tides. Periodic rise and fall of ocean water at regular intervals twice a day is called a tide. Tides are experienced in the oceans and seas. When the level of sea water rises, it is high tide, and when the level falls, it is low tide. Gravitational attraction of the moon and sun causes these tides. These occur twice a day. As the moon is closer to the earth, it exerts larger gravitational pull causing high tides. The height of tides depends upon the relative position of the moon and the sun with respect to the earth. During full moon and new moon days, the sun, the moon, and the earth are in the same line, resulting in extra high tides. These are called spring tides. When the moon is in the first and last quarter, the sun and moon are at right angles and the water gets drawn in diagonally opposite directions. This results in low tides, which are called neap tides. Tides are useful for navigation, fishing, and trade. High tides help the ships to enter or leave the harbors easily. Tides help in fishing. During high tides, more fish come near the shore, helping the fishermen to get plentiful catch. Tides also help to generate electricity. As the sea water gushes in during a high tide, its energy can be tapped and used to generate electricity. India is yet to start utilizing tidal energy. Ocean currents. The horizontal movement of ocean water in the form of streams in a definite direction is called an ocean current. The factors which give rise to ocean currents and modify their courses are: number 1, action of planetary winds; number 2, variation in temperature and density of ocean water; number 3, rotation of the earth; number 4, shapes of coastlines. Ocean currents may be warm or cold. Those currents which originate near the equator and move towards the poles are warm currents. The cold currents move from the poles to the tropics or lower latitudes. Warm currents are less dense than cold ocean currents. The general circulation of ocean currents is clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere due to the rotation of the earth. Ocean currents have great influence on the climate and economic activities of an area. Effects of ocean currents. Number 1. Warm currents raise the temperature over land surface while cold currents lower the temperature of the coastal areas. Number 2. In places where warm and cold currents meet, dense fog is produced which reduces the visibility, making it risky for the ships to sail. Number 3. Warm currents keep the seas and the oceans free from icebergs, providing safe and easy sailing in the cold regions. Number 4. Turbulent ocean water further poses more challenges. Number 5. The areas where the warm and cold ocean currents meet are also the best fishing grounds in the world. Planktons, which are an excellent source of food for fish, are found in abundance here.